In front of you right now are some of the most glamorous limited edition phones on the internet. I'm talking Disney princesses to high-end fashion designer collaborations, with the top few having their own surprising extra twists. So, settle into your most dripped-out chair. This one's gonna be, well, very sparkly. Starting with the Barbie phone by HMD, the company that's now behind Nokia phones. A real phone without distractions. Bit ironic for a hot pink device with a mirror on it. Whoa. I don't even know where to start. There's a friendship bracelet looking thing that I think is actually a bedazzled lanyard for the phone. You got a second backplate. Oh no, there's two spare backplates, and then the phone is in the middle. You know what's also really cool? And probably a sign that I am a married man now? This is presented just like a jewelry box, right down to the dividers and the soft felt interior. Someone's had a very good time putting this together. Oh my God, it continues. There's a Barbie branded screen cleaning cloth. So these are incredibly fiddly. One second. These are additional pendants that you can add to further accessorize. Feel a bit like pencil erasers. Is this a battery? Oh my God. They made the battery pink. And then a sticker page, an even glitzier sticker page, and of course the instruction manual is in pink too. What a treat. Oh, so this is actually a screen on the front, while being a slightly distorted plasticky mirror. Ironically, about the most useful standby screen I've ever seen on a phone. Ah, right. So the actual software is kind of basic, although I will say satisfying to use. Everything looks very themed, and each action has its own accompanying sound effect. What's this? Malibu Snake. There's a Barbie version of Snake. Do you remember the days when this game felt like all the entertainment you would ever need? Let's see what else. It's dual SIM for all the high-flying business people that this has clearly been designed for.
Hold on, Trace.
Charges with USB-C, which is highly unexpected. It's got one preloaded contact. It just says Ken. They have an actual phone number registered to this contact. BRB just transferring everything I have to my Barbie phone. A little bit nervous. What if he picks up? Call home. Oh. Ken? Okay there, buddy. What a weird thing to put on a phone. Obviously, the first thing anyone's gonna do when you add Ken as their contact is call that number. Is it like, so like girls can show other girls that, look, I've got Ken's number?
I don't know how girls think. We should talk to someone.
You know what's also super weird? So I'm trying to add a new contact, and you can add someone who's born in 1990, you can add someone who's born in 1980, but you can't do earlier than that, which shows you everything you need to know about who this phone was designed for. This Barbie meditation, you will hear a gentle gong sound at the start and the end of the session. So that's the start. Yep, okay, it's a timer. I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. It's very charming, just how much effort and thought has gone into the thing. Like this whole series of Barbie tips for a better life, for example. But at the same time, it does feel very toy-like, and the functionality is no better than a phone half the price of it. 6 out of 10, I'd say. Now all the way up at $450 now, it's time for the Disney Princess phone by Xiaomi, specifically by the looks of things focusing on Snow White. If you somehow don't know Snow White, by the way, it's the story of a beautiful princess who, fleeing from her jealous stepmother, the evil queen, who becomes absolutely obsessed with trying to be the most beautiful woman in the land, takes refuge with 7 dwarves, only for the queen to try multiple times to kill her. So can you see that really faint outline of Snow White in this mirror? That's referencing how every time the evil queen asked her magic mirror who's the fairest in the land, the mirror would show Snow White. So inside, this logo is so cool. Pick your poison. So that's Snow White with the queen. There's an insert which tells the story. I think I did it better. Come at me, Walt. I've got to say though, I love how dark and gritty they've made this thing. You know, when you buy a Disney-themed phone, you expect it to be unicorns and fairies, but I think what they've done here is even better. So this box has the SIM ejector, which is a sword through the heart. Ouchie. It's the same emblem that was on the box, which the Queen wanted to put Snow White's heart into, which, yeah, this movie was a lot bleaker than I remember. What else? A sheet of stickers, manuals, and then the case. Oh, damn, this is special. It's got like a Louis Vuitton style patterning on the inside, and it's actually tastefully done. Not to mention the other side, which looks even more premium. This looks like the poison apple down here, which after the whole taking her heart out thing failed was the evil queen's plan B for ending Snow White's life. And it looks like it doubles as a pop socket. It's really embellishing the whole freaky after hours Disney film kind of vibe they got going on here. And we haven't even got to the phone. So below the thing is a generic looking cable and charger. So let's get to it. I'm so confused. There are 7 apps on this phone, nothing else. Snow White and the 7 apps? Oh, I just realized the battery icon is actually a poison apple. That's unique. And the charging animation is Oh god, it's that poison apple again. But this time it's bubbling. Man, if this is what the thing actually looked like and Snow White still put it in her mouth, I think it's fair to say she had it coming. There's apparently also some new camera filters. Princess. Oh, it's actually distorting my entire face. It's enlarging my forehead. It's bringing in my chin. The lipstick. I mean, it's quite impressive in a way, but I feel like the entire takeaway of the story was not to be obsessed with your looks. So slightly ironic too. And you also have Queen right next to it, which is look like a killer clown. So if you take a photo on Princess, it gives you this like rosy cheek effect. And if you take a photo on Queen, you just look, well, dead. Now here's what I'm most curious about. This phone has an actual mirror on the back, which is absolutely amazing, by the way. You know those times where you really want to see if you've got some fluff in your hair and your selfie camera doesn't quite cut it? This is actually useful, as well as being so thematically fitting. Because mirror, mirror on the wall was what the evil queen used to say every time she asked who was the fairest of them all. But what I've been wondering is, does this mirror also allow you to take selfies using your high quality rear cameras? Oh wow, so I actually have to get my face really far back for this to fit. Okay, just about. Oh wow, yeah, not at all. The actual camera angle is way wider than the mirror angle. Feels like a missed opportunity. A little bit of a letdown from what is otherwise an elite tier limited edition. I've just realized it takes bites out of the apple as the battery percentage goes down. 9 out of 10. Now, as we learned from Snow White, beauty isn't all about